Hello, Dr. Childress here. Again, thank you for putting up with me and going through these video segments with me. I appreciate it. Now, in these video segments, I've been describing for you where that feeling of angry and hatred towards the rejected parent is coming from. That it's not coming from where you think it is or where you thought it was, which is that the rejected parent is somehow a bad parent and is their fundamental inadequacy as a parent is somehow creating this difficulty. It's emotionally or psychologically abusive to you. And that when you've created this definition, that's received support from the favored parent, that they've actually absolutely supported that definition. Oh, I get it. I understand how that other parent was. I had to live with them. Oh, I can't believe that they're get so angry with you, or that they don't understand you or don't listen to you. They don't need to yell at you. All they have to do is ask you. And I can't believe that they spend so much time with that other step parent. They should be spending time with you when you're over. All those sorts of inflammatory kinds of support, quote unquote, for your criticism. That leads to this definition of the other parent as being a bad and emotionally, psychologically abusive parent, which they're not. But it interferes with your ability to complete the motivation of your attachment system for bonding, that then results in a grief response that creates an authentic feeling of pain for you. So your pain, your irritation, your annoyance is authentic. It's just the attribution of causality that's the problem. Now, there's a couple of little things you can do to test this, to see if I'm accurate in this. One is small, and one is kind of big. Okay, so let's start with the small one. The small one is to look at how you and the favored parent have co-created this definition of the targeted parent as being a bad parent. And so when you return from visitations with the rejected parent and you're with the favored parent again, watch how they ask you about how things went, and they show this concern of, was everything okay? Did you get along okay? And did they treat you well? And what I'm going to suggest is that you try a little experiment here. Start by offering them a positive about the rejected parent by saying, oh yeah, things were great, things were wonderful, I had a great time. And watch the reaction of the favored parent. Okay, what they will most likely kind of look a little crestfallen or kind of get a little dejected and pull away. Oh, okay. And you'll see them pull away, and it's very subtle, but there'll be a subtle dropping in their emotional tone, a little disappointment. And then offer up a criticism of the rejected parent. Well, it wasn't that great, actually. It was actually kind of boring, and I just don't like being over there. They're just really annoying and irritating. And then watch the reaction of the favored parent. They will become alive. They will go, oh my goodness, what happened? Tell me more about it. Oh, I can't believe that they did that to you. Oh, you poor thing. And I wish they wouldn't do that. And I wish they wouldn't get so angry, or would spend more time with you, or find things that would interest you better, and they just don't get it. Okay. And so you'll watch how the favored parent sort of suppresses any positive feelings you have towards the rejected parent, but also inflames any criticism that you have towards that rejected parent. Because that's how this false definition of the rejected parent as being somehow bad, that's how it got created. Now, once it kind of gets created, though, you have an authentic feeling of anger and distress relative to that parent. So it's not like they're producing those feelings for you. You're saying, no, these are my real feelings. I don't like being with that parent. I get it, totally understandable. But it's not because that parent's a bad parent, it's because of the grief response, because you're not fulfilling the motivations that are emerging from the attachment system. So the second thing you can do to test whether or not this is accurate, and here's the big thing, is to complete the attachment system's motivation for bonding. In other words, what I'd like to suggest you try here for about 6 weeks maybe. 6 weeks is a nice, good, healthy period of time to try it. But my guess is the moment you start it, within a few days, you're going to see a major difference, is to go ahead and bond with the rejected parent. Complete the attachment system motivation. So when you're with the rejected parent, smile, laugh, hug, Give affection and receive affection. Be normal. Laugh with them. Hold them. Be nice. And accept their niceness in return. If you care about them, and if you show you care and get those hugs and receive those hugs and let them love you, what you're going to find is that anger and that distress and that frustration and annoyance and irritation and all those nasty, ugly feelings vanish into thin air. They just completely disappear because they were never authentic to the actual activity of the rejected parent. They are a grief response to your inability to bond with them. So the moment you allow the bonding, the attachment system to complete itself, those feelings will disappear. And so if you do that over the course of a few weeks, you're going to find that you no longer have those problems, that everything's okay. And so those are two ways to actually test whether or not what I'm saying is true. And I would strongly encourage you to try that second test. Give it a try. See what happens. Okay? Don't believe me. Give it a try. And you will find that what I'm telling you is true. The rejected parent, the parent you're currently rejecting, loves you very much. They're a fine, wonderful, normal range parent. Oh yeah, they're a little annoying and irritating at times, but that's normal range. Okay, all your friends have annoying parents, and you know what? You can be annoying sometimes too. You know, that's just a way of relationships. But there's nothing bad. There's no reason for hatred and that intense anger and animosity. In the next video segment, I'll be discussing what to do though with the favored parent, because the favored parent is not going to want that bonded relationship with the currently rejected parent. They're not going to like that. And so what can you do about that relationship?